Let's say that you've added a new module page and nothing actually exists on that page, like this animality and disability module page. Let's go into it now. So we have the module page, but nothing is on it. No problem at all. What I do is get really good at copying and pasting and reusing things that already exist. So I've actually just right-clicked this tab and duplicated it so that I have another page that I'm working in WordPress. So just be careful with this method that you always update your changes in both tabs. It can get a little bit confusing, so just make sure you hit that update button a lot. Okay, so if you're missing this heading, just copy and paste it in the other page here. Sometimes the formatting won't transfer, which is kind of annoying. So no problem at all. What I do is I go into the Google Drive that Michelle created and shared with us. Oh, I'm in the wrong area here. So I go into the shared drive and I click on the WGS Online project, and I always have the style guide open because this gives me my colors. So if you are working with different colors, I recommend getting the hex codes and just writing them down so you can easily copy and paste that. For the 101 course, we used the orange hex code for headings. So if I go back to that page and I hover over learning objectives, this first block allows me to easily change what I have here to something else. So I'm going to tell WordPress to transform this to a heading. And then if I want to change the color, I need to open up this settings panel. And then under color settings, I can change the text color. If you've used the color a lot, it'll appear here. But if you have a custom color, just get rid of this hex code and paste the new hex code in and then click enter. And then this heading will be correct. So it's a heading 2, it's in orange color, and then you can get typing your content below. And then on the same page, if you want to now have it mimic what the other pages look like. So I have my learning objectives. Okay, now I need moving forward section. Then what I do is I switch back to my page that I'm working on, and then I just make a copy. I wonder why it's not copying properly. Isn't that weird? Sometimes things get stuck, so I'm just going to update this page, refresh it. It's telling me that it copied, but it hasn't actually copied anything, so that's weird. So I'm going to click on this heading again. I'm going to click this 3 dots, and I'm going to, oh God, it's because I clicked copy and not duplicate. Duplicate is what I want. And then I want this to say moving forward, I think is the next thing. Yes, moving forward. And I think there's an introduction heading as well. So no problem. I can just click that, click duplicate, and I can change this first line item to introduction or whatever it's supposed to say. And then I can click enter and I can start adding my content here below. So anytime I click enter, this little plus icon will open and I can add any block that I want, like an image or something like that. Just scroll through, or you can just quickly type what you're looking for here. Either works. So now I have my headings, I have a bit of content added. Now I want to make sure that I have this menu item added because this is consistent throughout all the pages. So if I click on this item, I can actually just click these 3 dots and I can add it to my reusable blocks, which is nice because then that means that I can... Oh, why is this being so difficult? I'm going to try refreshing the page. But once it's a reusable block, I can actually use this in my other pages. So I might just call it like menu item, and then that's going to be the name of this reusable block. So if I go to the page that I'm editing and I click here, what I'm going to search for is reusable block. And then all of my reusable blocks come up here. And I think I named it menu item, so that's what I'm going to use You'll notice it looks a little bit weird here on the screen, like it looks really small. So what I do is I just convert it back to a regular block and it seems to stretch out and look fine. And I can actually preview how that'll look by clicking preview, and it looks great. Okay, so this is all looking really good, but the hyperlinks will be incorrect. They will be hyperlinked to the other page that I took this block from. So check out my other video on how to change these hyperlinks. I won't go into detail there, but just make sure you do that. And then always click update and click preview to make sure that the changes you're making are saving and that they're appropriate, okay? So that'll get you started on how to create a module page.